That is where we think that the debate should
Senator,
go.
while we ask these questions, I mean, while we're asking these questions, we'll also need to know how much really, because some people would think that the only reason why the National Assembly has shied away, I mean, you yourself mentioned the fact that Mr. Sanusi talked about this 2 years ago. Mrs. Obi Ezekwesili brought it up again recently. But what you also forget is that some other very prominent media, possibly not that of Nigeria, The Economist, for instance, has also mentioned you know, the allowances, the salaries of our own National Assembly members, and yet we're still asked to discountenance all of that.
No, we're not asking you to discountenance it. We're just telling you that you should take it in perspective. And I've given you an instance now.
What is the instance?
The instance is this. The young lady that came asked for my pay slip, and I gave it to her because I got nothing to hide. And I'm saying that in other climes, in other places, this same question continues to reverberate, even in the oldest, no, not the oldest democracy now, the democracy of the United States that we are copying. The question is also asked there. What are these people doing for all this money they are getting? And I've just told you that they earn between $3.3 million and $5 million. And people are asking, why do they need that? And I said that this is not a question that is only restricted to Nigeria. It's a question that is nationwide. Everybody will always ask. The reason is simple too. Because you don't see us putting one brick on top of the other, then you think that intellectual jobs that we're doing, representation jobs that we're doing, all those things don't matter. And that is just what we see. You know, and as far as we are concerned, the National Assembly is open. It is the most investigated part of government. It is the one that is closest to the people. I mean, people came to see us in the National Assembly. I came there with a few other senators to talk to them. Nobody does that to a minister. Nobody can walk into Aso Rock and say, I'm demonstrating. Nobody can go to a judge and say, I want to know what you earn. But we are the people that are representatives of the people, and we're open to that. And we're very, very free. And we say, come and ask us, and we will give it to you.
Senator Abaribe, just let me comment here because we really running out of time now. Can we actually sort this out once and for all? Let it go beyond you giving your personal pay slip. Let us have what everyone earns, because people are truly angry vis-a-vis the minimum wage of the average Nigerian. If we say the Nigerian out there has the minimum of 18,000 naira, and every day he or she gets to hear bogus and humongous salaries being paid to our legislators, don't you think that we should get the publication of all of this sorted out? If we won't call a public hearing for just some individuals, this can actually settle it.
It's already been settled. It's just that you have refused to accept the information.
No, it's just your pay slip that is out there.
No. Let me tell you how it's been settled. The Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Commission had already put out there in public, because they are the legal authority that says this is what people earn in Nigeria, from the lowest paid person to the highest paid person. And the salaries of the National Assembly members and whatever emoluments they get is very clearly stated there. And it is right there. And it's been given to Nigerians time without number. And I've also read when people have confronted the chairman of RMF, and he says, yes, this is what they earn. But there is this unholy thing that just says, we don't believe them. As far as we are concerned, they are all thieves over there. And what can we do about that?
Right. Could you tell us, because some say that the pay slip you gave was that of 2010, but besides the point, maybe you should tell us then, for those who didn't get to see the pay slip,
we haven't changed our salary. You haven't heard that our salaries have changed by revenue mobilization. So since 2010, it has been the same.
All right, but you know that there's also that talk that the RMAFC may fix a certain part of your salary, but not some others. But could you then tell us, for those who didn't see it, how much is the basic salary of a senator alongside other entitlements?
I think our basic salary is something below 1 million naira a month. is there, is fixed by revenue mobilization.
What about the allowances? There's so many of them, aren't
No,
there?
we don't have allowances. What we have is overheads that everybody spends in government. And the overheads are retired. If I come to Lagos today for something and I fly, I will take back my ticket stub and I will retire it. That is what happens in all parts of government. What has happened is very, very unfortunate, and that's why we said that it seems like it's a mischievous thing. Somebody will take the total 150 billion for National Assembly, divided by the 469 members, and said this is what they earn.
All right,
whereas
Senator,
it's not correct. You don't do a straight line, what do you call it now, division of that nature and turn around and say that that is what they earn. You might as well also say that the overhead for the State House, that is several billions, that is what Jonathan earns.
Senator Abaribe.
And President Jonathan doesn't earn that. In fact, his salary is also stated by the revenue mobilization.
All right, Senator, we have to let it go there.
Statute. And of course, I was very happy when yesterday in his media interaction, he said, you people are looking in the wrong way if you say, oh, that it is the salaries of these people that are paid that is what is causing the bloated cost
Senator
of government.
Abaribe, Chairman,
something
Senate
along that
Committee
line.
on Media and Information. Thank you for joining us today on Sunrise Day.